Hey guys, it's Jessica and I am back with another craft fair idea video, and this time I am sharing the spiral bound recipe books that I like to make. I know that I've said in past videos that I really want to get away from like the more Dollar Tree type items that you can make for a craft fair and get back to more of the handmade items. And this is one of the things that I used to make often, and I would not only make them for a craft fair, but I would also do it for a hospital gift shop, and they always sold really well. So I'm going to walk through the one that turned out the best, and then I will walk you through the mistakes that were made on these two. So on this one here, I do have a little shrink charm that I made, and I just made this using shrink paper that I got off of Amazon, and then these stamps here that I got from Lily of the Valley off of Etsy. I'll link to some shrink paper, and then I'll also link to their Etsy store, in case you're interested. This book, I really wanted to kill like a half of a 6x6 paper pad that I had. So I ended up using everything, including the back cover. This is all I have left of the paper. And this was because I was testing something out. So I really like that I was able to use up some of that paper. The recipe books are all 4x6, and the cover is 4x6 as well. And that is one of the mistakes I learned from on these ones, and I'll talk about that when I get to those. So this cover, the recipes, is a die from the Stamp Market, and it is this set here. So I used these dies, and then I did use these stamps here on my tabs. I will link to this as well if I'm pretty sure it's still available because it's pretty new, but I'll link to that if you're interested. I made my own flowers, and I used scraps of the paper pad that I was using for this project, and I used this EK Success punch here, and all I did was cut it out 2 times so every layer is doubled up, and then I went around it with a little blender brush and then with some Distress Oxides. So these are the blender brushes I used, and it works really well because they're really small, like tips, so then you could go around the edges a lot easier. And then the distress colors I used were I used the mustard seed and the squeezed lemonade on the yellow flowers to get kind of like a little bit of a depth there on the colors. And then I used weathered wood on the blue and brushed corduroy on the brown. And then for my tabs, I used this tab punch that I've had forever. So on this recipe book, I cut the covers and the dividers to 4x6 because my recipe cards are all 4x6. And I kind of kept the dividers plain because I feel like the paper is already kind of busy. And all of the tabs, I alternated between having them be this polka dot green and then the cherries, and then here is the back of it. So that is all it is for the cover. And yeah, I really liked how this one turned out. The recipe cards are from Hobby Lobby. I will buy them when they are on sale, like I think the Paper Studio, when that brand goes on sale. So 1 pack was used to make this whole book. So I spent probably, I think they're $1.99 or $2.99, but like I said, I only buy them when they're on sale. So all in on this book is probably about $2.50 is my best guess. Yeah, so I really like how this one turned out, and I really want to make more. So the mistakes that were made on these other two, and I'll probably be selling these at a discounted rate at my next craft fair. I made a mistake of cutting my cover way too short. I made a mistake by not having consistent cuts throughout my book. So really, what my thought process was is, well, these dividers should be like 1/4 of an inch bigger, than the recipe cards, and then the covers should be 1/4 inch bigger than the dividers. Yeah, that does not work out when you're trying to punch the books. The mistakes that I made on this one were I didn't really have the greatest cutting on my paper, and the biggest mistake was that there's supposed to be 5 recipe cards in between each divider, but this one missed having a divider, so this one has a lot of recipe cards. So there was supposed to be like a side dishes divider here, and that is missing. And I could probably fix it, but that means I would have to go through and undo all of this, and that's not something I really want to do. Binding, I used my We Are Memory Keepers binding tool that I've had for a really long time. And then I used this spiral binding here that I got off of Amazon. It came in like a pack of like maybe 100, maybe 50, I don't remember, but all different sizes, which is really kind of nice. And so I bought that and used this second to largest size. So that is it for my video today on these recipe books. If you, the one thing I did want to mention is this recipe's title. I feel like I might get asked this. I designed this in my brother ScanNCut. This one is just from the dies, like I mentioned earlier. But that is it for my video today, and thank you so much for watching.